Okay, to you young ones who are going to college or uni because your parents said so and society said so, yeah, been there, done that. When I started uni, there was a technology boom. And this meant degrees in IT, computer science, software engineering were very popular and big at the time. And so I chose to major in, yeah, like IT, computer science, that sort of niche. And I hated it. I hated my uni studies. I'm not gonna lie. It was a drag to get through my studies and get through my course. Like each year at the start, I would have like a little mental breakdown. And then after the long semester break at the end of the year, I would like recover and then do it all again and have another breakdown at the end of the following semester. And then do it again and have another breakdown. Existential crisis. What am I doing here? I hate this. I hated it, but I did okay. Okay. I didn't flunk. I never failed a unit. I joined university clubs. I tried to boost my resume so I would stand out. Completed an internship. It was just like an upward path of resistance, like pushing a boulder up the hill. This is what studying a degree you don't like but are doing for job security feels like. And it's kind of hard to put on a mask every time when you're applying for internships or jobs, being like, yeah, I totally like, yeah, like, I really like AI, yeah, like, it's so interesting, front end, back end, I code, yeah. Oh my god, I feel so disingenuous, but that's the only way I can get through the interview, right? Because who's gonna hire someone who has no interest in this role? It's like, if I were the hiring team, I want someone who's gonna stay here for a while. And one indicator of that is that you like the work you're doing, which I didn't. And so what I'm saying is I graduated and then turns out the job security is no longer there because I took ages to graduate because I hated my degree, so I would like reduce the amount of units I was studying each semester because it was overwhelming me, and it was a way I could cope. And by the end of it, I don't know, like around the world, okay, maybe it's just the US, but also where I live, there's a trend of shipping a lot of IT roles from corporations offshore, and then there's a lot of cuts to the IT field, so there's a lot of overqualified people applying for junior roles that I feel like me, who are juniors, entry level, are competing in, and so the job security really, I don't think is there. Oh my software engineers. So, not only did I graduate in a tough job market, but the promise of security after a degree that I studied or started where there was a abundant amount of roles for is no longer there. So, like, the reason I studied, the promise of a job after did not exist. Okay. And so now I'm going through existential crisis of like, why did I apply? Why did I waste 7 years of my life for studying this job? I'm studying this degree that I don't even like. And the thing is, like, I'm not sure what I like because during uni, don't get me wrong, I didn't just stay with computer science or whatnot. I explored my avenues. I did like a bit of arts, switch degrees, and then I did science. And I still didn't know why I wanted to major in science. Arts, I was like, I don't want to write this many essays. So I was just like, well, fuck it, let's just do a job that will promise job security that I'm not too bad at. And It was software engineering, and because I'm mid and competing with all these smart people who actually like software engineering or who were fired recently, it's been kind of tough. So I've been kind of like unemployed for nearly a year. Uh-huh. Yeah. But the thing is, I took a gap year after graduating, so I'm counting the year after graduating. It's the year after my gap year. It's been like nearly half a year. But if I include my gap year, it's been a year and a half since I've been unemployed, and uh, I feel a lot of pressure. Well, what the main gist of this video is, if you are currently studying or starting a degree and you're not sure what you want to do, and you're only pursuing your career degree for money and you hate it, I advise you not to continue, although whatever you do is your choice. This is just my unsolicited advice and experience from being there. I am currently in the position where I am no longer offered the job security that I thought would be there after my degree. It's not there. And maybe it's because I went in IT industry and things are rapidly evolving. I think with things such as healthcare, it'd be fine. Healthcare is always in demand. Uh, but if you're like me, please don't. For your mental health, okay? For your mental health. Go do some service roles that other roles that don't require a degree first before you commit to a huge amount of depth, mental breakdowns if you don't like your degree. I think it would be worth it if you really like your degree, like you wanted to become a doctor. Not just for money, but for other stuff, hopefully. And yeah, it's gonna be mentally tough, but like in the end, it's what you wanted to do, right? So in the end, yeah, out of your own volition, because it resonated with your values. But if you're only pursuing something because society said so, your parents said so, it's what's expected of you, I ask you to think again. Because I definitely wanted to drop out many times, but then, like, it would disappoint the people in my family and my friends. Some of my friends were like, oh, you only have like a few more years left. You should just get it. Sunken cost fallacy, am I right? Am I right? Oh, I don't know whether I should have. Because now I'm at the point where I want to switch career industries, even though I barely have any work experience in the industry I graduated in, which is IT. And I would have to probably start over in a new degree if I were to switch industries, which is kind of annoying because I hate, after like close to 7 years of being locked at uni, you just don't want to go back, even if it may be something you're interested in. This is why I took a gap year. I needed a mental break from all this I went through. But yeah, so I made this video, even though it's kind of convoluted, to try to discourage people from making a big commitment onto financial consequences, like time as well, and potentially mental health deterioration. Just to think again, just take your time. Like, you can make money in a different job that doesn't require a degree for the short time. Just to think about and explore what you might want. Yeah, because in my personal experience, chasing, well, I was trying to chase security I think security is important, but it has to be something that aligns with you. Like, if you feel, like, graced out, for example. Okay, I'm not graced out, but I was like, "Oh god." Like, coding, problem solving is, like, fine, but I find it so it's just, like, these boring letters on that screen, and I am making things work. I don't like making websites, okay, front end. Okay, I like the back end stuff, which is problem solving, but it's also, like, it doesn't tickle something inside of me. Like, I know there's something inside of everyone that needs to be tickled. I That's such a bad analogy. But something like a calling. Okay, is it a calling? I don't know. Okay, some people can live with a full-time job and have time left over to do their hobbies. But I'm starting to realize that is not me. I say this as someone who has worked full time during my internship for quite a significant amount of time. Okay, it wasn't like a summer break, alright? This is like a year. And I get tired really easily. So you spend 90% of your time during work commuting and coming back from work. And then after that, you're really tired because you use your brain, especially if you in a brain intensive job, right? Like a programmer. And then when you get home, you don't have ultimate free time because you have to cook or make dinner. Otherwise, you bought dinner and then you have to shower. And then by the time you like decompress or whatnot from work, then you have like 1 to 2 hours before you have to go to bed to wake up in time for work. And that amount of time, usually I would be really tired. I don't want to use my brain. I would probably watch a video or something. Something that doesn't use much brain. Um, but hey, some people can do it. Like on the weekend, they're like, "Oh, I spend time on hobbies," but I don't want to live like that. But especially if you spend 90% of your time in a job that is not bearable to you, that doesn't have some aspect that you like, I think it'll be very sad. That's how you feel kind of empty inside. I don't know. That's a feeling I get. It wears you down over time. And I don't want to live like that. Also, yeah, okay. So when I was working as an intern, my work environment was great. Okay. The work was fine. Alright. But like I said earlier, it just it was something is just missing. Like I'm not passionate about this work. It's it has no impact that I believe in, and I think that's really important when you're looking for whatever vocation you want to pursue. It's okay to temporarily pursue work for money, but I don't think it's sustainable long term for your mental health. So right now I'm conflicted between using my degree and being locked out or being locked out from entering the field that I graduated in, which is like IT, because I didn't use it and I ended up pursuing a different job in a different area like healthcare and being afraid of changing lanes even though I'm giving you this advice to pursue what aligns with your soul. The thing is sometimes we don't know what aligns with our soul. However, we get a feeling when something does not align with us, right? And we're like, I'm unhappy here. I just don't want to go to work. This is not it. I hate my studies. I hate this area. I hate doing this. That's the sign. That's the sign that I need to switch something. You need to switch something if you're feeling like that, even though it's scary. That's the sign. Um, and if you keep ignoring that feeling, like I did, you become depressed. Okay. And I don't know, maybe I just was not made be like a workhorse who uh continue to do a job I don't like because I need to take care of my family or responsibilities. Maybe that's just not my intent in life. And everyone's intent in life is different. Anyway, this is all I have to say. Yeah, really think about what you're committing to before you start a uni course, okay?